Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tailgate Talk. I'm your host, David, along with my brother, Nick. Nick, say hi to the people.
Howdy.
So we're going to have a fun little quick show today. Today, we're going to do our first ever draft here on Tailgate Talk. We're going to draft some top rated college traditions. Um, and by the spur of a flip of a coin, Nick gets to go first. So, Nick, you want to get us started off with your number one draft pick?
We talked about it last night when did the coin flip. Kind of knew this one was coming. Very happy to have witnessed it in person many, many times. So with my 1-1, I'm going to go with Howard's Rock and running down the hill at Clemson. Absolutely electric factory. Um, Gets the crowd into it, and especially with the new pyrotechnics that they've added with the rock video and playing "We Will Rock You" by Queen. Especially in a night game, if you have a chance to go see a game at another site, I recommend going to see this once, at least once, because it is some not. It's an entrance that is unlike any other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Took my pick, you know, expected. Luckily, I had the day to figure out what I was going to do with my second pick. Unluckily for me, I'm between two. So
Mm.
I think to hype up this week's game, I'm going to have to go with Chief Osceola and Renegade steering the middle of the field at Florida State.
Mm.
Solid pick, I think, right there. You know, you've got the tomahawk chop. Oh, I can't speak tonight. So you got the tomahawk chop going on there as he comes in with the flaming. I mean, you've got fire and grass. What can't be good with that? All right, Nick, let's go. Give me a second one. Lay it on me.
All right, gonna go with a trip up to the Big Ten here. Electric college town. I want to go see a game at this stadium just so I can experience this for the first time. I'm gonna go with Wisconsin playing "Jump Around." I think that I mean it's an all-time party song. I love listening to it. Uh, I remember our dad used to play it for me when we would go to football games. That would get me hyped up. It's just a bunch of drunk Wisconsin people jumping around and shaking a stadium. What's better than that? So I got to go with Wisconsin's jumping around.
Solid. Solid pick. You know, I'm gonna go kind of a similar route here with my second pick. I'm gonna stay in the ACC here. Uh, I've got a friend who's told me many times he's been at these games, feeling the stadium just shaking, thinking that the stands are about to collapse. Virginia Tech enters Sandman. Is there a better walk-in song? No, there is not, Nick. Don't you say what I know you want to say. Enter Sandman, best entrance song that there is. Thank you, Mariano Rivera, for making that iconic. But Virginia Tech does it to a whole nother level.
I don't know. Narco is pretty cool too. Just not when you're losing by 6 runs in the eighth inning. So a little pain there, but that's all right. It's a good pick. Got to give you credit. Um, all right, my next one. Again, it's just. I mean, you think of this game, you think America. You think it's two teams that are going to end up there. It's the only game where every player on the field would lay down their life for every person in the stands. Electric every year. You got to go Army Navy. I love. I always root for Army because my middle school team, we went up there and played a game like an exhibition scrimmage against the town over from us. And then after the game, a bunch of the cadets started playing like football with us. That was just a great memory, great day. So I've always kind of been biased towards Army since then. So Army Navy, it's always just a fun game, two very similar teams, and just a great day for America. So that's my pick.
Go Army, beat Navy.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next pick I got here. Um, I'm gonna go up to Big Ten country. Um, No, wait, no, actually, I am absolutely wrong. I'm changing my pick. Changing my pick. I'm going to Pac-12 country. Going
Mm.
to Pac-12 country. You know, you've got some teams here. They've got live mascots. You've got down in Texas. You've got Debo. And you got the
Oh, I know
Longhorns.
you're picking.
But you know what? Who else runs onto the field with a freaking bison? I'm going
Dang it.
Ralphie. I'm going Ralphie in Colorado, man. Let's go. I mean, it gets
Not
hype. I mean, you've got a big bison running across the field. I'm all about just adding in a little bit of danger. I've got a flaming spear on the field. I've got the stand falling apart. Now I've got a bison. You can't handle this.
the second you said the live mascot, I just knew you were picking Colorado. I was hoping that'd be here. Okay. So are we doing 5 or 4?
We're doing five.
Okay. So I got some room here. All right.
Yeah, sure are.
What do I want to pick? You know what? We're gonna go for the nostalgia. It's a relatively new tradition, but it's heartwarming and the message going to Iowa with the wave to the Children's Hospital that overlooks the stadium. It's just a beautiful moment that those kids get to kind of share with the stadium. Great time to kind of reflect on how lucky you are and just kind of give hope to people that are kind of going through some tough times and kind of offer sports as a way to get out of it. So I love that Iowa did that. So I'm gonna reward them here and pick them for my draft.
All right. I feel like we're getting Big Ten a little bit too much love at this point, so let's spread the love around a little bit. We've got Pac-12, we've got ACC and Big Ten. Let's go down to the conference where it just means more. Apparently, I'm gonna
Mm.
go down to the SEC country, Auburn, and Rolling Tubers Corner. I mean,
Oh, that's a good one.
it's just iconic, iconic.
That's a good
It
one.
what you hear it, you know what I'm talking about. We've got the two big oak trees in Auburn, and they every before game they go ahead and just and TP the heck out of it. I mean, it's October, man. We're getting close to Mischief Night, getting close to Halloween. I gotta throw some TP out there. Let's go. Rolling Tumor Corner.
That was a good pick. That throwback to when that crazy Bama fan poisoned the tree. That was kind of. It's still crazy to think that that even happened. Like people care that much about this sport. Like it's a great. It was just I don't know. Great tradition now. I'll kick in. I'll stay in the SEC. So I'm gonna go with Alabama singing Dixieland Delight.
Oh,
Uh,
damn it. You took it.
it's a
Oh, I thought it was gonna drop. I thought it was gonna drop.
it's a great song. Oddly enough about Tennessee, so it's kind of weird, but Alabama fans adding their own little ad libs makes it that much more funny. Um, I don't like Bama, but got to give them credit that that song is electric and it does get the people going. So yeah, Dixieland Delight.
All
I
right.
had to get an SEC in there somewhere. Had to.
Mm-hmm. All right. So is this my final pick? Am I on five now?
Mm-hmm. And then we'll go honorable mentions.
Oh yeah. Definitely have a lot of honorable mentions. I've got too many to pick from right now.
But I'm happy I
I'm
picked the one
between
that
I'm
you were
between
really
two.
hoping for.
I'm between two. You want to do one more and then we'll do honorable mentions?
Sure.
All right. So I'm gonna go. Like I said, I want to spread the love a little bit. Uh, I'm gonna go over to Big 12 country now, and I've got my favorite song going on, Country Roads, West Virginia.
It's a good one.
Yep. Too bad it's not. The mountain range doesn't go through West Virginia, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to them. Country
They
Roads,
got
West
they got
Virginia.
mountains. They got mountains.
They don't have the right mountain.
Same thing. Who cares?
Not really, but it counts. It works. It works. All right. All right, Nick. Final pick before honorable mentions.
All
Who
right,
you
I'll
got?
go. I'll keep it in the Big 12 and gonna go with the Red River rivalry. I think it's a great another electric actually no, I'm not gonna go with the Red River. I'm gonna go with Bedlam. Always a shootout. Always expect crazy things in Bedlam. Um, it's a shame that they're not going to play it anymore. It's one of my favorite rivalry games to watch, besides the Palmetto and Iron Bowls and the game between Ohio State and Michigan. It's just one of those games where you can always expect something weird to happen, and that's when college football is at its best. Is when some weird stuff is going to happen. Some points will definitely be put up on the board, and I will be interested to watch it this year because it seems like Oklahoma State's going to run through their schedule, and who knows what Oklahoma's going to do. So it's going to be. I don't remember the last time Oklahoma. I mean, I could be wrong. Oklahoma State might have won it last year, but for as long as I can remember,
Did.
it's always been Oklahoma winning it. So I'd like to see Oklahoma State kind of go on a little run and say, you know what, have fun in the SEC. You don't want this anymore. So yeah, I'll go Bedlam.
All right, I'm down to my last one here. This one has had a lot of coverage lately with the way that the team has been playing and these videos being leaked. So talking about maybe they're coming off as a bit silly. We'll use the
Oh
word
my
silly
gosh.
lately, but understanding the whole premise behind it, I'm gonna go with Midnight Yell at Texas A&M for my last pick. These guys going up there making complete fools of themselves, trying to get the crowd all hyped up. I love the way that they're bringing the night before the game into game day atmosphere and fueling into the 12th man. So I'm gonna go with Midnight Yell at Texas A&M as my last pick.
That's a good one. It's really a tough look when that's your tradition, and then you lose at home to an unranked Sun Belt team, and then that video comes out. It's just a tough look to come back from. But
They've
props to
had
them
each video since then come out.
for keeping at it. It's a great tradition, but it's bad when you're not winning.
I'm still trying to understand what the whole leg pick thing is, but I'm good
I,
with it.
I
I'll roll with it.
I'm never gonna understand it, and that's all right. It's not my school.
Yep. All right, Nick, let's go through some honorable mentions real quick. You want to start us off with one?
First one I'm gonna talk about is dotting the I at Ohio State. I
Good one, good
it's
one.
a it's a good one. It's always an honor for whoever is dotting the I that day. It's fun. It's a nice honor to be given if you're at that school. So it's iconic.
All right. Um, I feel like I had to stay away from Oklahoma a little bit, considering how bad of a pick I had on Thursday or Friday, whenever that we recorded that last video. But the Sooner Schooner,
Mm,
always a good quality tradition. As long as they can keep the dang thing on its wheels, we're good. But it's a quality call. I just like throwing stuff out on the field. Why not?
yeah.
Want to do a couple more? I
Sure.
had a couple more that I could go through.
Yeah, I got one where it's actually kind of multiple teams that kind of do this, but it's still a fun tradition. It's normally at Michigan, Miami, Nebraska, USC, Texas, and it's preseason hype, but
Losing
will
game.
ultimately yeah, preseason hype, but always losing the big games. So
Yes.
you can always expect to see Miami in the top 15, Michigan in the top 10, and then just when push comes to
Is this
shove,
the
they'll win one here and there, but in the big games, like when Michigan played Georgia, it doesn't go too well. They can't win the big ones.
call that the all be back tradition?
Yeah, nothing is better than after a big Texas win saying we're back, and then they're not. They're back to losing. So
I got another one here. Uh, Something that in small doses is fun, but in large doses can be a bit of a headache. You've
I
got
know exactly what
cowbells
you're gonna
over in
say.
Mississippi State.
Yep, yep.
Our mom loves to bring cowbells to help her cheer at our games in high school and middle school, all that. She was the only one, so it was a little bit more manageable. She timed it well, knew what she was doing, wasn't incessant, but them people down in Mississippi, they love themselves some cowbells all day long.
Ooh, it could get a bit much.
And you know what?
Um,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, it is fun to have a fan base that into the game and that willing to ride or die. Just they're there to make some noise. I do have one more honorable mention. Notre Dame play like champion today. That's a good one. Thought about that one, but I thought Army Navy would be a better pick for the Independents, so I went with that one.
All right. I've got one last honorable mention. I've got Ramblin' Wreck over at Georgia Tech. Again, I just love the things that go on the field.
So, do you
You
like
got you
the
got it now.
Wake
You got
Forest
it.
motor? You like the Wake Forest motorcycle too?
Oh yeah, I'll put that there too. Anything that goes on the field, I am on board with. It can
Hmm.
be the Rambling Rex, it can be the Wake Forest motorcycle, it can be Auburn's War Eagle. I mean, we haven't even mentioned War Eagle going on the
War Eagles
field.
to go on.
You know, anytime you've got something running onto the field and hyping the crowd up, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You got any? How about any? Some? Let's go with some not top 10 or some honorable diss mentions. Nick, you want to bring any of those up? Anything come to mind? I got one.
Yes, thinking that running out onto the field with smoke and a song from an '80s sci-fi movie is the best entrance in college football. Um,
Don't forget the cock in a cage.
oh yeah, threatening, crazy. I just it doesn't do it for me. I mean, that my high school, that was our our run out, and I was just like, eh. It left more to be desired. Like it just wasn't. It didn't do it for me. So also horns, the horn symbol, hook 'em horns, mainly because they get so soft if you go horns down. I think if you're gonna be having the horns up as a symbol, you got to be ready for horns down to be a thing. And it's funny, if you look at Oklahoma's logo, the U intersecting the L makes a horns down, so it's always there. I think it's unbelievably soft that Texas got that to be a 50-year penalty. I think that it's just a hand symbol, you know. It's the same thing as them doing it this way. It's just down. So,
Mm-hmm. What about? I've got one here. Miami started this one turnover chains. Oh,
ooh,
if you're gonna start a creation like that, you got to win some games, man. You got to be good. You got to stay consistent, and they just haven't. So, Mario Cristobal did away with it. Realized it wasn't doing anything good for the culture. So the turnover chain at Miami, thankfully that one seems to be done. But I'll give that as a not top 10 right there.
and honestly, the thing with the turnover chains, it's the same thing as putting fours up at the beginning of the fourth quarter. It was cool if you were like the only school doing it, like that's your thing. But once there's so many like copiers or everyone starts doing it, like it's just like it's not even special anymore. So like we'll do the four-quarter thing. It's not like everybody does the like. Obviously, we have a video, and well, this is why we work, and they don't put championship rings on smooth hands like that. That's all us, but like putting the floors up, like that's everybody does that. So that's not really a tradition, in my opinion. That's just what people do now.
Yeah, I think we can take that off of any team specific one. But four is up at the third or fourth quarter. Definitely something that we see across college football.
And high school football, and like I remember my high school team, they want to do the fours up. Everybody does the fours up, and I understand why, because it's like you're trying to show like, hey, this is what we work for. It's the last thing, but when too many people do it, then it's just like, okay, what's the next thing? Like, what else can we do? Like, what? And that's just my opinion. So,
Yeah. I will say for Clemson, the four is up is a little bit more connected with our alma mater. We at the
oh
very
yeah, yeah.
end when we do the Tiger Wave, it's four fingers for your paw. So it kind of connects like that, but it's gone all over the place. I don't even think Clemson was the first one to do it. Um, so it's just something that's all over the place now.
Yeah.
All right, well I think that's all we got today. Nice short, quick video. Uh, let us know what you think. Who do you think's gonna win, Nick or me? Who's top five, top six, whatever we had, and let us know what you like, what you think. If we missed anything, or your top five, your not top five, leave it down in the comment section down below. Thank you guys. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.